client needs against agency ambitions. Very simple. Do the client needs, and then you don't have to be ambitious. You'll be successful.
I think they have to, like any good relationship, there has to be a mutuality. I think that for me it's not about balance, because I think balance infers that they're mutually exclusive.
I honestly don't think there is a divergence or disparity now in any of our clients between our interests and our clients' interests. I honestly do not believe there is.
In my view, the most powerful propositions in our market over the course of time have always, in some way, fit with the client need. Now, that client need may be a more conservative need, a more defined need, or it might be a very open and expansive and innovative need. But the point is, the best agencies have matched the best clients to their own sense of where they're going. The problems happen when those two things are not matched.
The whole, I suppose, mission of the agency was to be clients' business partner. And if you really are partners, there shouldn't be a problem. And also, if you are partners, you should be able to be honest and say that you have some other ambition that isn't necessarily aligned with the clients, and talk about it and come up with a solution that's going to work for both people. So I really don't, I've never had this problem.
For me, what I always try and think of is what's going to work best for the client, because we can't succeed unless the client trusts us. So if the client thinks that we are pushing agency needs above theirs, that's when distrust starts to appear.
I find very little more frustrating than the sort of avarice attitude of some agencies that are trying to exploit the naivety of their clients.
A client's relationship with an agency is built on levels of trust over the course of time. And that level of trust around kind of change happens because of consistent dialogue, because of understanding about why things need to change to a different direction. And it's not therefore an overnight change, it's something that happens almost organically.
I mean, ultimately, things work best when we're working in our clients' interests. And I think in that regard, our clients' ambitions and ours are often very, very closely aligned. But finding like-minded clients would be a really important part of that.
I think from a new business perspective, which is very much where this starts, it's about defining clients that very much fit your values, fit your working practices, fit your specialisms, so that you can work and grow together. I mean, ultimately, an agency only has two things to get right: clients and people. And if we have certain ambitions and we don't have the clients that really fulfill those, then there's going to be a disconnect.
An agency will get the sort of clients that it deserves and the sort of clients that are most suited to that sort of business.
It comes to sort of being bold and brave about things. Think big, start small, scale quick.
We just don't talk about creativity because we want to be artsy and we want to be different. We talk about creativity because it is effective, it is disruptive, and that's the most important thing for advertising.
I think one thing we do here is we might spend a proportion of the client's budget on sort of proven channels that get the results that the client is ultimately wanting for their business, and then we may adopt an amount of budget or resource to capitalise on sort of newer emerging things, and then even have a smaller budget to try on R&D or just things that don't necessarily expect to have a direct commercial result back from. So.
The work we want to do, because there are things that are exciting, or we want great things for our show reel, or there's innovation projects that we're desperate to pursue, and awards we'd like to win. But I kind of think, in the end, really, if all we're doing is pursuing our own agenda, we're not doing the right thing with our clients' money, and that's really, we should have some integrity about that.